Hey guys, I'm Looseie. Welcome back to the channel. And today I got, some good news, bad news, I guess, depending on what side of the bed you're on. Obviously, with the channel name Crescent City Gamer, I live here in New Orleans, in Louisiana, and I guess it's no surprise to most of y'all that you've heard of Hurricane Ida by now. And I want to start off by apologizing for the audio and the video quality. Things are a lot different than I'm having to use a different setup to get this stuff done. So right now I won't be able to get any game footage or have any game stuff. At least game themselves, you know, like the game itself content. So some of my rig and all my stuff got messed up in the storm, and we did stay. We made out all right. We got power back, I guess, as you can tell. So I just want to let everyone know that we're not stopping by any means of continuing on with the channel. We just had a huge, I guess you could say, bump in the road, pothole, whatever. And it's hopefully I'm back up and running here pretty soon, fully functional. So I've included a little slideshow that I'm just running behind me, and this is just some of the aftermath of around my house, my area where I live at, and then a little bit further home, well, where I grew up from, and a little bit of back of some of the more hard-hit areas that I actually grew up in. So I mean, to be honest, guys, it sucked. There's no denying that. You know, we were out of power for 10 days, and it was spotty. It was on and off. There's no cell phone service. You know, it was pitch black. There was just, you know, it's not my first hurricane going through. But Energy did say that multiple times now that this storm in particular has caused the most damage. Wind damage and energy, the power lines. This is the most down power lines in history. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. And you'll see why in a lot of these snapshots. And these are all photos that I was able to take on the way to go help some family out. I mean, they're going to be where we went. You're going to see in some of these photos as we go a little longer and deeper into the madness, but. We're in Lafourche Parish and Terrebonne Parish, particularly home in Thibodeau, that got hit the hardest, and well, some of the hardest hit areas, and there's just massive destruction everywhere. You know, I was so happy that, you know, Mom and some of the other family, you know, in that area that they did, yeah, there's a lot of damage sustained, but no loss of life. So, you know, that's always a thumbs up. And you know, like I said, we're not gonna stop making content. I don't plan on stopping with the channel. There's just a lot of things that are gonna they need my attention right now, and unfortunately, I'm not necessarily gonna put YouTube on the back burner, but I just want y'all to know that we're not stopping. This ain't gonna stop the channel. I'm not gonna let some little punk ass hurricane sit up here and especially something that I'm extremely passionate about. I'll tell you what, you can set a Cat 5 this way and you still can't fuck that up. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little, I guess, kind of heated, because I mean, this really stopped everything, you know, for not just me, you know, and my roommate, but like everyone I know here. You know, most of my neighbors, in fact, in front of me and behind, on the other side, their roofs caved in. I mean, their dwellings are unlivable. Like, you can't even go in there. I mean, they got birds and shit in there right now, you know. And I do apologize for any of the noise you guys might hear. We do have roofers right now, and they've literally tore up whatever was left up there, and they've been working. God damn, they worked till like maybe 8 o'clock last night until they stopped. So, you know, I have to give a big shout out to Energy. You know, because, and you'll see again in some of the photos during the slideshow, these guys came from states. I mean, they came from Texas, from Mississippi, from Georgia, from Alabama, from Florida, from South Carolina. We have people from all over the country to come help us right now. And Energy has been working nonstop around the clock. When we first did get our power back, it must have been 11:30 at night. I mean, they're not stopping. You know, 5 o'clock means nothing for them. 6 o'clock means nothing. AT&T, you know, they got us back at least to where we could send text messages like 2 hours later to people who were, you know, or to anyone at that time. Because if any of you guys never been through a hurricane, and this has happened since Katrina, and then you know, like Gustav and some of those, where when the cell phone towers go down, they do have kind of like a backup, but you can only dial out to emergency services, like say 911 or something like that. Or you can, in this stage, you can actually text them, and those text messages will go through. So it took a few days for us to get normal, like, you know, I'll send you a text, you might get it in 10 minutes type of deal. I mean, it's not back to instant just yet, but they got a lot of work to do. I mean, hell, one of the power towers was actually in the Mississippi River. There's a lot that they still have to do. And I mean, the AT&T and Verizon and some, you know, these other guys, they did, for the most part, do their thing as far as getting the cell phones back up for us. Now, as far as internet goes, I mean, we're kind of shit out of luck. I'm not even sure how I'm going to get this video uploaded. I don't even know how I'm going to get it finished, but I'm trying my best, you know, so bear with me, guys. And, you know, and there's a lot of other people out here doing the same thing. You know, this is, yeah, it was a shitty thing that happened. It don't get me wrong, it sucked, man. A lot of people lost their livelihoods, you know, like way more than what I lost. Yeah, I lost some shit, but I didn't lose everything. And, right, you know, what do you tell somebody? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is we're resilient. We're gonna bounce back from this, and you know, we're not stopping. I know that for sure. And you can hear progress being made on the roof right now. They're not stopping. You know, I think there's gonna be a lot of change. Obviously, it's about to come. You know, but it's gonna take a while, and then we'll get things a little more normalized. But you know, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little flustered here. It's kind of hard to. I got some close family and friends that, hey man, like I said, I lost some stuff, but whatever. So yeah, you know, excuse me. I'm just getting a little choked up here, I guess, you know, kind of talking about it. But anyway, we're gonna bounce back, guys, and don't worry, you know. And I have a lot more new things in plan for the channel, and we're gonna be trying to extremely broaden the horizons here, and you know, just make it a place where, you know, I want it to be a little bit more, I guess a little bit more fun. I mean, I think that's what we're all here for anyway. I mean, that's why people play, you know, video games in the first place, is, you know, to have some fun. You know, so let's not forget that. Let's not forget, you know, even what brings us together, why I decided to do the MMOs as my lead, I guess, genre to start with on the channel, is because, you know, I like the socializing aspect, and especially during this hurricane, I got to meet neighbors that I've been living next door to, listen to me, for years now, and I just met these guys, you know, and it's one of the coolest people I've met in a long time. So it brings us together. We've, you know, been able to at least, you know, have that camaraderie, that friendship, and, you know, that community. And that's one of the great things that always has been about living down here, especially in South Louisiana. You know, it's a little bit different than some of the other places you go. So I'm not saying that we didn't have, you know, obviously there was some shit I'm sure y'all probably heard about on the news, but there's a lot more positive going on than just that. So don't let all that crap fool you guys, you know. Yeah, it's a lot of destruction, yeah, it's a lot of devastation, but there was also, I think, a lot of friendships made. There was a lot of connections made. There was a lot of reconnections made, you know, because of this. And, you know, hey man, it's a part of life, you know, and that's really all that you can say. And we're just gonna try to keep moving forward here. And I keep rambling on. I'm sorry. I guess I just had to get a few things off my chest, and this is kind of like one of the only ways I know how to do it. So, you know, I do appreciate everyone. Don't not think that. In fact, I did this for you guys because I know I have a small subscriber base, and but you guys are loyal, and y'all, you know, for the most part, it seems like everyone appreciates the content. So I don't want to just leave y'all hanging, and you know, but just keep in mind that I guess some of the future stuff right now. Again, I don't even know how to get this damn thing uploaded, but it's gonna be, I guess, a little bit different for the moment. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for everything to get back to where I'm back up and running, and not full of moisture. But anyway, let me get going, guys, and I'll just keep the slideshow running. and maybe I'll drop some little background music into it if it's longer than I'm talking. Just so you guys can see some firsthand stuff. If you're curious. I mean, it's bad, but like I said, it's a time where this ain't the first time. This ain't the first hurricane. It's been, this one in particular has been extremely destructive. So it's gonna take a little time, but we're gonna get back. So until next time, I'll see y'all later.